Well, good evening, my dear friends and my grandchildren out there. I am going to make an Indian taco. Yesterday was Sunday, and I had my family over in the evening, and I made Indian tacos, and then we had fruit salad, and then my son went up, and I said, "You go." I gave him the money, and you buy everybody a Dairy Queen treat. So that's what he did, and we ended our afternoon with Dairy Queen treats. It was lovely. But today, there's enough leftovers for me to have uh, Indian taco. But I had to make another bannock for myself because the bannock was all gone. So I made myself two little bannocks. So I have one for the taco right now. And I've got the sauce here cooking. But I want to show you what my children did. Not my children, my grandchildren. Look. This was done by Jordan, and this is my grandson. He loves animals. And I said, "Is that a whale?" And he said, "No, that's an orca." I think he said it was an orca. And he loves cats. You see, he put a cat there. He put animal pictures. And then my oldest grandson, he drew this. It looks as if it's influenced by some games or something. That's what I would think. And then my one grandson, Kale, loves the Titanic. So you quite often see him drawing on here. So he drew a Titanic. Then my youngest little grandson, Brock, he drew this. And look at this. He's 5 years old. Those are the clouds. There's the sun. And this is the house. And that's him and his brother. The door is there, and that's the roof. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I just love having my grandchildren here. But let's get this Indian taco together. So the bannock is still nice and warm. I fried it just a while ago. I made a 1 cup bannock. 1 cup and you know, it's 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and about 3/4 cup of water. That's all it is. And you mix it together lovely with all your love. And then you fry it. And I fried it in the lard that I'd rendered from pork a while back. Okay, so now I've got my sauce, which is beef in here and some seasoning and some salsa sauce. So I'm going to put that on top of my bannock. Like that. Ooh, that looks good. And there's a bit of onion in there too. And then on top of there, I'm going to put some hot peppers. I mean, what's a taco without hot peppers, right? And I'll put a few on here. So nice when the family comes over and the boys were doing their art. Now I'm going to put some tomatoes on here, you see. So there, I forgot to put cheese on top of the meat. Boy, well, I can put cheese on top of the whole thing. I put cheese on the bread, and I usually put the meat, and then I put a layer of cheese so it sort of melts. But that's okay. I'll put it on top. And then the last thing I will do, let's see, I'm going to take some salsa, and this is medium salsa, and I'll put that on there. I like lots of salsa. And I'll also put a nice dollop of sour cream on top. Now look at that. How does that look? Do you think Grandma Sherry's going to eat all that? My goodness, that is a big taco. Indian taco. Let me cut some. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Delicious. Let's see, I'll get another piece of bannock and I'll show you. See? Do you see that? It is wonderful. It's nice and soft and very tasty.